And the topic for today is about data preparation and data visualization. So let me share my screen. Okay. So nakikita ba yung screen ko?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the two ebooks that I have uploaded uh, last time. And yesterday was supposed to be our Google Meet session. Unfortunately, our dean called for an emergency meeting due to accreditation. So I am required to report because I am currently the lab coordinator. Okay. And one of your classmates asked for the code simulation of data structure part 2. And I have uploaded it, I believe, just this morning or yesterday. This is the code simulation. Uh, yung pag-aralan. That is the coverage actually of the quiz. Okay. So let me open our studio. Okay, this is our lecture last time. So I'll create a new file. I'll clean the memory environment variables. Okay. Yeah, and I will save this as data preparation, data prep.r. Okay. Yan. So um, the first question in the data preparation, where do you get data sets? When you say data set, from the term itself, it's a set of data wherein that is a compilation records or information that you use for data visualization and data mining. Actually, dun sa books na I was able to read about bioinformatics, yung DNA sequence, proteins, replication, and even yung cells are represented in a text file. Yung mga symbols niya, T, G, A, so naka-sequence siya. Yan. So text file or CSV. When you say CSV, is a comma separated values. So yan, CSV stands for comma separated values. And the concept of computational biology and bioinformatics is to do or perform algorithmic functions that will be able to get information out from that data. Yan. And that data can be a text file or a CSV file. So again, where do you get this data? So in our Google, yan, uh, sample data sets. Sample data science data science data sets. Okay. So this website, the kaggle.com and DataQuest.io, is one of our websites that offer free data sets for academic purposes. Yan. You can download here the data sets and you can do some manipulation using R for you to perform data mining or data visualization. The other one is um, DataQuest.io. Yan. It's a website where you can download those data sets. So dito sa Google, kita ko lang. Open data sets. Yan. So these are the data. Actually, merong data dito about COVID. So if you want to perform uh, COVID visualization, kung anong lugar ang marami yung case ng COVID sa buong mundo, meron dito. So kaggle.com and dataquest.io. These are free data sets. But for our example right now, we'll use Irish dataset. So Irish dataset, this is the oldest set of data developed for machine learning. Yan. So this is developed in 1936 by Fisher. And the description of this data set, according to this website, perhaps this is the best known database to be found in pattern recognition literature. So yung information niya, sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width, and the type. Yan. So how to download this data? You just click this data folder. Click this one, and this page will appear. And this is the actual data irish.data. So what we're going to do here, I will right click this file and I will copy the link address for me to be able to create a script that will link to this data. Okay, so copy, and I will create a variable and I will paste the link. Yan. Okay, so yan, masyadong malaki yung ano natin. Wait lang. Global option code to appear. Sorry. 14. Yan. So that's how this is the first method. Method 1. Method 1. If you want to create a script that will link to a data set, the first method is to get the actual link of that data set. Pero yung problem nito, you should be online. Kasi kung mag-manipulate ka ng data na nasa web, so dapat online ka, or else hindi to gagana. Okay? So yan. So since this is a CSV file, so tingnan natin kung CSV file siya. Okay, we click this. So na-download siya dito. Open. Sige, wait lang. Para wala pa ata akong ano. Downloads. I need to install a software that will read that file. Anyway. So can you see my screen? Nakita ba?
Yes,
So
sir.
this is the Irish data. So I can just open it with Notepad++. Okay. So this is the content of that data set. So this 5.1 is one value of the intersection of row and column. So in R, this can be considered as a data frame. So yung comma is a separator of this value to this value. Kaya nga tawag sa kanya is CSV, comma separated values. And this row is one record. This row is another record. So, ganyan. Mm. Okay. Mm. So, next is yan. So, may link na tayo. The second method is method 2 is activating the packages. So in this tab, you need to click packages and you need to click this update para ma-download niya yung latest packages of R. Pero tingnan muna natin, dapat ma-activate natin yung dataset na package. So as I type here data, lumabas ito yung dataset. The version is 4.0.2. So dapat naka-check siya. Ibig sabihin, pag naka-check, magagamit mo yung mga libraries dito sa script natin. Pag naka-uncheck siya, ibig sabihin disabled. So what we're going to do is to update the packages. This will take siguro mga 2 minutes. Mabilis lang naman. Select all, then install updates. Okay. So while downloading, we need to create a code. So is equals to csv dot read csv natin csv yan link download na ba? Okay. So I was able to update already the packages. So i-click ko lang yan. After that, wait lang guys. Sorry, may istorbo. Okay. So since this is a URL link, ganyan. Okay. Then I need Irish. Kami anak na method 2. So run. Ang tagal. Okay, yun. So medyo matagal siya kasi it is connecting to the internet. Yung laman ng Irish dataset. So this is the first method. So again, the purpose of this file is you created a variable that saved the actual link of the dataset. And this read.csv is a function that reads the comma separated value because this file is a comma separated value file. And this function is a function that returns the actual link of the file. And since during runtime, it was able to display the content of this file. Yun. And you will notice 149 149 records or rows. Pero actually, dun sa file niya, tingnan natin. It's actually 150. Kasi yung treatment dito sa code na to, sinama niya yung first record header of the file. Yan, sinama niya. Pero in reality, it's the actual, kasama na siya ng actual value. So with that, we need to include this parameter header is equals to false. Yan. So run. So yan, 150 na siya. Kaya i-erase ko ulit isa pa. Yan. Okay. So that's the first method of getting data. Of course, yung data dyan, example lang naman na actually yung data na Irish, ano siya, property ng isang plant. The second method 2, yung ginawa natin kanina, yung activating the package using this packages window. And kanina nag-update tayo. And again, Irish is a sample data set for data science researches. So, itong Irish na dataset na to, actually incorporated na siya sa R. So, i-activate mo lang tong dataset na package, you will be able to use this Irish dataset. Okay. So, comment ko siya. Comment para hindi kayo malito. I-close ko tong yung objects of the workspace. Yes. I-clear ko rin to. Yan. So, what I just did, ginawa kong comment lang ng code para wala siyang variable declaration dun sa memory para clean yung script natin. So, in this case, supposedly wala tong output. So, run. So, lahat siya comment. Then display lang niya yung script pero wala siyang compilation na nangyayari, walang ginagawang interpretation yung R, yung compiler. Pero as I type Irish here, you will notice na may lumabas dun sa IntelliSense. Irish and Irish tree. Again, this is part of this dataset package na inactivate natin sa R. Okay? So, kung try natin i-run ito, run. So, ito siya. And you will notice mas mabilis siyang lumabas. Kasi nga, yung dataset na to, part na siya ng RStudio. Yung Irish tree naman is modified version of the Irish dataset. Meron natin siya, mas marami siya ng fields. Irish tree. Sige, litan natin to na text para mas makita nyo. Yan. Okay. Yan. So, sa Irish tree, ito yung output. Sa Irish, ito siya. So, sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width, and species. Yan. So yung method 2 is activating the built-in dataset of R. Yung method 3 naman is you download the dataset and link to your program. Ito, yung method 1 is online link to the dataset. Okay. Yung topic na to, this topic is about dun sa mga late, it's about getting data. Yan. Okay. So, dito naman sa method 3, you need to download the dataset, then ilink po dun sa program. Okay. So, we need to create a variable, say file is equals to the location of your actual dataset. So, in my example, ito nga, sabi ko, dinownload ko kanina. Yan, it will be downloaded here, show folder. So, ito na siya. Actually, dalawang beses na. So, I can just delete this. So, ito, I need to check the property kung saan siya nakalocate. So, it's located in C users docmic downloads. So, I just need to copy this location, copy, and I'll go to my file and paste it. Yan. The file name is irish.data / irish.data. And say my irish data is equals to read.csv and yung file. So, run. Okay. May error. Anong error? Used without hex digits. Slash. Okay. Kasi sa Windows, kapag file directory slash, pero sa Linux, ganito dapat siya. So, is the difference between Windows and Linux. Dapat ganyan. Okay, so wala ng error. Okay, meron tayong file. So, we can use view. View, this is a function. View my Irish data. Okay, so ito na siya. This is the output of the view function. Kung kanina, dito nyo nakikita yung output, because yung ginagawa ko, dinadirect ko siya, hindi ako gumagamit ng view function. If you use view function, it will create another window, doon nyo ipapakita yung data. So, ito na siya. Pero yung sinama pa rin niya yung first row as a header. So, kailangan natin lagyan ng parameter na yung first header o yung first row is actually a data. So, ilalagay natin header equals to false para hindi din niya i-interpret na yung first row nun is header ng data frame. So, run. So, ito yan. Kung walang view ito, pwede man siya. Run. So, dito siya lalabas. So, now I have 150 records. Yan. So that's the first topic. Okay, so again, there are three methods of linking your data set to your code. Nababasa nyo pa ba to o kailangan kong i-resize yung font? Hello?
Babasa naman po, sir.
Nababasa naman. Okay, yan. So there are three methods of preparing your data. Again, the online link. So just type here the link, create a file, and use this function. Kung CSV, CSV. Kung text file, may iba-ibang property naman yan. Pero most of the dataset na andun sa Kaggle and dataquest.io, naka-CSV file. Yung CSV kasi, mas madali siyang i-process compared dun sa ibang format. Kaya ginagawa nila ng CSV. Actually, yung CSV, kapag inopen mo sa Excel, yung separator na comma, nagiging siya, column. Kumbaga, another cell. So, kung gusto nyo i-try natin. So, if I open this to Excel, open with Excel. Ipakita ko lang para hindi kayo ma-confuse kasi baka sabihin nyo. So, file open, computer, browse, downloads, all files, gawin nyo lang all files, Irish.data. Yan. Nag-isang column siya kasi ginawa ko isang column lang. Pero ulitin natin. Let's see. File open. So, next, comma. So, magiging siya. One column. Next. And finish. Okay. So, ito yung actual data ng Irish. So, they have 150 records. So, imagine kung ito ay isang, let's say, representation of a cell. Tapos gusto mong gawa ng pattern. Let's say, alin dyan yung cell na may problema, alin dyan yung bad cells or good cells. So, pwede ka mag-navigate or mag-create ng algorithm that will select the longest subsequence or the pattern. Pero next topics natin yun. Sa ngayon, pinapakita ko lang muna kung paano kayo kukuha ng data. Tapos later, I'll be demonstrating paano nyo siya i-visualize. Okay. Yan. So, may question ba dito before I proceed with the next topic? Hello? May question ba? Sige, kung wala, so let's proceed. So, comment ko lang muna to. Comment this. We'll make use of the built-in data set. Ito na lang. Wag na to na method 1 kasi every time we're doing manipulation, dina-download niya dun sa link. Ito naman downloaded na pero I'll make use of this built-in data para mas mabilis. So i-clear ko lang yung output. Ito i-clear ko rin to. Why am I doing this? Para hindi kayo maguluhan. Kasi every time nag-declare kayo ng variable, pumapasok siya dito sa global environment. So, every time nag-run tayo, naghahanap siya dito ng variable na dineclare mo. So, para hindi tayo malito, let's clean the objects. Yan. So, with this, kung yung activated lang sa ngayon is Irish. Pero, hindi pa siya napapasok sa compiler kasi hindi pa naman natin nira-run. Okay, pag nira natin, run. Yan. So, ito na siya. Okay. Next is topic 2. Topic 2 is getting the dimension. Dimension. So the command is dim. Dim, then your data set, Irish. Yan. So click. So the dimension basically counts the number of rows and columns. So yung rows yung paganyan. So basically it's the record. Yung column naman yung paganito. So in the case of Irish database, it has 150 records and 5 columns. So kung titingnan natin 150 nga siya. And meron siyang 5 columns. So that's getting the dimension. Then we can change this column name by this command. Let's say call names Irish is equals to vector. Say this slen s with vector len with then 5. So pwede to. So run. So output Irish. So the column names now are slen, swidth, plen, pwidth, and type. So yan. Or you can do it like this. So view, kung gusto mag-create siya ng new tab. View, Irish. So run. This is the output. Para na siyang Excel. Okay? Tapos in this case, yung dataset kasi na Irish, perfect siya. Wala siyang missing values. So lahat ng intersection and row columns contain an atomic value. May mga case na yung dataset nyo, may mga may mga kulang na value, may mga bungi-bungi. So syempre kapag nag-data mining ka or data analysis, ayaw mo ng ganun. Kasi hindi ka makakapag-perform ng o magpag-interpret ng maayos na hindi mo siya ma-interpret ng maayos kung kulang-kulang yung data mo. For example, yung problem is gusto mong ma-determine kung may capability yung estudyante mag-online learning. So kung ang iba dyan hindi sumagot or gusto mong malaman kung sino yung estudyante ang may mga gadget, Kung may iba dyan na hindi sumasagot sa mga questions mo, syempre hindi ka makakapag interpret ng data in terms of the capacity of the student to do online learning. So things like that. So ganito. Merong command na is NA. Ibig sabihin ng NA is a logical constant of length 1 which contains missing value indicator. So, tingnan natin. So, yung X dito is the dataset, Irish. Tingnan natin kung meron bang missing value dun sa Irish dataset. Run. So, ang sinabi niya, lahat false. Kasi lahat ng intersection ng row and column contains a value. Mag-true siya kapag walang value. Okay? Sige. Gawa tayo ng data frame na may missing value. df is equals data.frame vector, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, comma vector 4, 4, 55, NA, NA, enter. So, run. Okay. Print data frame. Yan. So, yan yung data frame. So, basically, yung iris is a data frame, di ba? So, i-try natin yung command na to is NA PF. Okay, look at this. Look at the output. So, dito, naging true siya, true and true. Because this intersection of row and column has a missing value. Sa Irish, since perfect yung niya, yung table, lahat may value. So lahat false. Yun ang ibig sabihin nito is NA. Again, yung NA pertains to checking. It checks if the data set has a missing value. Okay? Ganyan. Tapos meron pang command na ganito. Any. Gusto mong malaman kung may any missing value ba? Is NA PF. So true. Sinabi niyang true kasi may missing value nga naman talaga. Pag sinabing any, is there any missing value dun sa dataset or data frame? Ang sagot niya true. So i-try natin sa Irish. Any is that NA Irish. So false. Kasi wala namang any missing value dun sa Irish dataset. Kung gusto naman natin alamin kung ilan yung missing value dun sa dataset, we can use the command sum is that NA Irish DF muna pala. Sorry. So dalawa yung missing value sa data frame ng DF. But the sum is that NA Irish, 0 yung missing value. Okay. So ito is topic 2. A is checking missing values. Okay. So, may question? Naintindihan ba? Ha? Shall I proceed? Sige.
Ay sir,
Mm.
baka po pwede pa lakihan po pala ng font kasi
Font.
baka po sa ibang naka-phone lead nila.
Sorry. Okay. So, parents. Yan. Okay. Okay na? Do I need to repeat my explanation? Or naintindihan naman? Ito, ginawa ko lang mga comment
Okay na
para
po, sir.
hindi siya hindi lang siya maging part ng compilation. Again, ito naman, you don't need to memorize this ng mga is and a. I-check nyo lang yung R documentation. And actually, yung mga functions na yan, marami yan na functions, pero pinipili ko na lang yung naka-directed dun sa next topics natin. Of course, marami pa yan. Like, is that array, atomic, call, complex. So, ito na, this yellow tooltip text is the brief description of the property. Yung is na yan is a function. Tapos yung function, meron siyang method or property. Yan. So, ang ginagamit natin is NA. NA, sabi nga dito, is checking the missing value indicator. Tapos yung any command, it checks if there's any. Yung sum naman, yung total ng missing value dun sa dataset. Okay? So, topic 3 is about visualization using plot. So in this topic, you need to activate the package graphics. So dito, sa packages, you need to type here graphics. So by default, it is activated in my RStudio. Pero sa inyo, you need to check this kung activated nga siya. Kasi ang gagawin nyo lang kanina, i-update nyo, you click this update para ma-download nyo yung latest updates about dun sa packages ng R. And yung graphics na to, where will you get the sample source code or explanation of the packages? So, dun sa Google, you need to type R documentation. So, click this. This is the official documentation of R, and just type the package name. So the package name is graphics. So the latest version of the package is this one, version 3.6.2. So you need to click this, and these are the different functions in graphics. So we need to look for the plot function. So, yeah. So this is the documentation of the plot function. So it's a generic function for plotting our objects. It can do scatter plot, dots, and these are the arguments. Pag sinabing arguments, ito yung mga property or objects na pwede mong ilagay dun sa function. Just like this. So yung source code niya, plot, x and y, tapos yung ito na dot, yung pwede mong ilagay dito after the comma. So meron ditong type, anong klaseng plot? Is it points, line? Is it stair? Tapos ito naman na main, the overall title of the plot, subtitle, the title of the x-axis, title of the y-axis. So gawin natin. So muna gawa tayo ng vector x c C is scores. Diba? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is equals C. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, plot X and Y. And dito siya lalabas. Dito na part na to. Dito sa viewer. Sigura natin. Run, run, run. Ito na siya. This is a basic data visualization of this data. Okay. So, again, yung ibang argument ng plot, may kita mo dito sa official documentation. So, we can use type kung gusto natin, let's say, stairs or lines. Sa ngayon, naka-scatter plot siya. Nakita mo yung dots. Yan. Sabihin, yung ano niya, yung data niya pataas. And ito na nga yung data, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, pataas. So, try muna natin sa Irish. At Irish. So, run. Okay. Ito kasi marami siyang columns. Okay. So, check lang natin Irish yung length. So, Irish. Okay, sepal length. Yan. That is the scatter plot of the Irish sepal length. So, kung gusto natin line, we can use dot Irish length, comma type is equals to L. Gusto naman natin stairs, let's say plot Irish and type is equals to S. Nothing. Yeah, this one S for stair steps. Point. Yeah. Okay, you might ask, sir, that's doable sa Excel. Yes, that's doable. Pero there are so many complicated things about data visualization na hindi na rin kaya ng Excel. Kasi sa Excel, you're just clicking commands, built-in commands. Dito, you're coding. So, pwede mo siyang i-manipulate dun sa type of output na gusto mo. Sa Excel, maano ka lang, you are contained dun sa built-in functions niya. And Excel is spreadsheet. Hindi talaga siya for data science. And ito, ang example natin, Irish dataset pa lang to, na 150 records. Just imagine if you have 1 million records. Paano yung gagawin ng Excel? Maghahang yung Excel niya. Kasi hindi naman talaga siya naka-design for data science. And normally, sa data mining, dapat yung manipulation dun sa data should be coding. Hindi talaga siya nagagawa pa ng experts na just like SPSS na click-click lang. So, hindi siya ganun ka-powerful. Kaya they recommend R or Python. Sa Python, pwede rin naman to. Pero, mas complicated. Kaya we're using R. Pero dun sa ebook na in-upload ko, yung discussion doon, pwedeng Python, pwedeng R. Siguro if your department chair would have advanced advanced bioinformatics, siguro if I will be able to handle this class again, Python na yung gagamitin ko. Kasi most of the books and researches na ano sa data science, ang ginamit nila Python. Kasi mas, kumbaga yung R, marami na rin siyang function, meron na siyang machine learning, meron na siyang mga regression, pero Python pa rin. Pero for a beginner, okay na to para sa akin. Yan. So, dito sa X and Y, tingnan natin. Wait lang. Meron pa pala. Sorry. So, sa case dito, ano yung purpose ng main? Main is equals to main. The overall title of the plot. Sige. Main is equals to Irish Sepal Ura natin. Yan. So, this one. Irish Sepal din. So, lagyan natin ng ano din yung X and Y. Tingnan natin. X love and Y love. X, di ba ganito? X, Y, X. Sepal. X love. Probably this is the record number of that. Record number. And Y love is to then yan. Ay, baliktad. Baliktad. Okay. So, record number and delete. Yan. Okay. So, that's the topic for this session. Meron pa dyan mga histogram, bar graph, other forms of plot. Pero next topics na natin yun. I-try nyo muna to. Baka kasi medyo magulo kayo nito. And time check is 4:57. I am limiting the lecture to 1 hour. Kasi yung iba naka-mobile data. So, questions? May question ba? Hello? May questions?
Wala man po, sir.
Wala man. So, naintindihan?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So, ibig sabihin, so i-try nyo muna. Tapos, I'll be posting a forum, discussion forum. Kapag may hindi gumagana, just copy and paste the code. Sige, gawin ko na ngayon para para dito kayo So, add resource. Discussion board. Getting data. Yan. So, ang gagawin nyo dito, just click this. Yung may mga question, i-click lang yan. Tapos, mag-add kayo ng discussion topic. Tapos, i-paste nyo dyan yung code na hindi gumagana or yung question nyo. So, I can answer it mamaya or bukas. And ang purpose ko nito, bakit ganito? So that yung questions nakikita rin ng ibang classmates nyo. Kasi hindi naman yung kailangan private. Para kung may queries din sila na same dun sa topic nyo, so malalaman na nila. Just like what we did dun sa installation forum. Kaya lang, nag-participate lang dun very few students.
Sir, ilan po lang yung office?
Okay. So, yun. Dito sa code, you will notice I'm using data frame variables. Kaya nga, during our first topics, yan yung mga diniscuss ko sa inyo, yung data structure. Kasi this is all about data manipulation, yung subject na to. Yung mga next topics natin, more about data visualization, yung iba-ibang types. Tapos we will get data set na related dun sa biology. Yun ang gagawa nyo ng visualization. Tapos after that, we'll do machine learning. Kumbaga, mag-implement tayo ng algorithm dun sa data para makuha natin yung gusto natin ma-extract. Kasi imagine, if the cells are represented by a text file na yung data size niya is 10 gig. So, tingnan nyo to. So, yung dataset na to, KB lang siya, di ba? KB. Di ba yung isang movie, umaabot siya ng 10 gig kapag high resolution. So, yung 5 KB na yan can hold already 150 records of the Irish dataset. Just imagine kung 10 gig yan. So, paano ka alam ang extract mo yan pa isa-isa? Imagine na mano-mano. So, ito siguro po pwede. Gusto kong bilangin yung Sentosa. Since nakasort naman to, Sentosa so 50 yung Sentosa. Yung versicolor, 50, 19 na, 100. So, 50 na versicolor. Virginica, 50 rin. So, kaya pa natin bilangin. Just imagine kung 10 gig yan. Actually, hindi na yan nababasa ng computer. Hindi mo na ito ma-open basta-basta. Nag-hang na yan. Supercomputer nang nagbubukas niyan. Pero with codes, using this link, using this method 3, pwede yan mabasa pa ng R. So, yan yung concept ng subject. And pwede nito magamit dun sa research nyo. Probably next year. Probably, yung USA gagawa ng model o para malaman. Ang magandang research dito, determining cancer cells. Let's say may mga cells ka dyan, dami. Paano mo malalaman kung may anong percentage ng cells na ang cancer cells? Yun. Pero kung siya, complemented siya with image processing. Image processing naman, sa isang picture, i-represent mo siya sa dun sa text file din, i-determine kung alin dyan na sa may problema. So basically, ganun yung concept ng subject. Sa amin, sa ComSci, one of the research na I was able to evaluate dun sa when I was invited to be a reviewer in international conference, yung research ng isang presenter is determining kung yung mangga pwede nang kainin, hilaw pa or nabubulok na using pictures. So yun. So yung practical application, just like the situation, di ba COVID? Let's say mamimili ka ng mangga sa supermarket, hindi mo kailangang pumunta doon, picturean lang. So pwede nang piliin, ito yun, ito yun. Kasi you have an application that determines kung alin dyan sa mangga pwede mo nang kainin. Diba? So things like that. Okay, so time check is 5:05. The lecture has been 1 hour and 5 minutes. So kung may questions, pwedeng doon sa discussion board or pwede dito ngayon. Kung walang questions, we can close this session and I'll see you again on next week. Ano ba? Di ba Friday ngayon? Friday? Probably mga Tuesday. We can meet Tuesday. Para iba naman na block. Actually, this is the schedule of yung Friday schedule is the schedule of 3B. So yung Tuesday 3A. So we'll meet again on Tuesday. I-post ko na lang dito sa LMS. Iniiba-iba ko siya para lahat ng blocks na accommodate yung schedule. Kasi probably ngayon absent kayo because you have other classes. Kaya hindi ako nag-stick sa one schedule. Okay na? So